Hi everyone, this is Miss Gifford, and today I'm going to show you how to complete the blanket stitch. For the blanket stitch, we're going to need a piece of felt, a pair of scissors, a needle, thread, a straight edge, and either a piece of fabric chalk or a fabric pen or pencil. Okay, so the first thing we do is we clear off our workspace, and we are going to thread our needle. So we want to unravel our thread about an arm's distance, and then we take our scissors, snip it, put the scissors off to the side, put the thread off to the side, and then we are going to thread the needle. So I like to hold the needle in my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and the thread in my left, which is my non-dominant. So all I do is I just stick the thread, I hold on to it towards the end. So I stick the thread through the eye of the needle. I pull it to double up the thread. And then I like to double knot the end. So I'm going to wrap around my fingers once, twice, just to increase the strength of our knot. And after that, we get as close to the knot as we can, snip it off, put the excess and the scissors off to the side. So then we are going to mark a straight line on our fabric. So I'm going to take my straight edge and my fabric pencil and do a straight line. You can either do dashes or a line. This is to keep our stitch straight and even. Okay, and then again we put those off to the side. So you want to pick which side is your back side. I will use this one. And the first thing we do is we hold the fabric in your other hand, then the one with your needle, and you make that first stitch right on that line. You're going to go straight in through the back side. Pull it tight, firmly, but not too crazy where you break it and it goes all the way through. So then it goes through the front on that line, and then I'm going to go back over the top, wrap it around, and go right back through that stitch. Same thing, pull it tight, but before you get all the way tight, you want to stick the needle through that loop and pull it tight, just like that. Okay, and after that, you just repeat the process. So you go back through that back side, you want to do it evenly away. Through that loop and pull it tight. Another way to do it is by putting the needle in about halfway, holding it with your other hand, flipping this thread over top, and then pulling through, doing the same thing just to create that knot. Okay, so you can do either way, whichever works for you. This stitch can be used for quilting, embroidery, reinforcing fabrics, putting two thicker fabrics together. Okay, you just want to make sure that your spaces are evenly spread out. And you can alternate between techniques because it will come out looking the same. When we get to that edge and we're ready to turn the corner, you want to just keep going as close as you can to make it even. And then you are going to find the diagonal, put the needle in line with that. So you're going diagonal with the corner of the fabric and following the same way that we have been doing. Okay, so then it creates that diagonal stitch, and then you're going to go in line with that. You can go right back through that same stitch, but instead of putting it in diagonally, you are going to go in straight to create that next row. And you can either make another line to make sure everything is going in straight. And then continue the same thing that we have been doing. Okay, and lastly, to finish the stitch, you want to go through that front side, make a knot, and then repeat. Go back through that same stitch, go through that top seam, make a loop, pull it tight, and finish it off. And then you are going to very carefully get as close to that knot as you can to cut off the excess. Make sure you put your scissors down, put your needle and thread off to the side, and then you can admire your beautiful blanket stitch.